Only 5% of seniors can do these 5 things after 70. A message that will touch your soul. Time moves quietly. You don't hear it. You don't feel it. Until one day you wake up and your hands don't move the way they used to. The stairs look taller. The nights feel longer. Growing old isn't something you can stop. It sneaks up on you. But how you grow old, that's something different. That's something rare. Most people age by accident. They simply let life carry them. But a small group, just 5%, age with purpose, with wisdom, with light in their eyes. They do things others say are impossible after 70. They wake up without pain. They remember the names and smiles of every grandchild. They forgive those who hurt them. They start new passions. And when the end comes, they welcome it with peace. This video is not about fear. It's about hope. If you are over 70 or if someone you love is, this message is for you. You still have time to become one of the 5%, and it starts now. #5 Waking up without pain. Imagine this. You're 74 years old. The sun rises, pouring golden light through your window. You sit up, and your back doesn't scream. Your knees don't ache. You stretch your arms, and there's no wince. For most seniors, pain is a part of life, a cruel companion. It shows up before the coffee brews. It interrupts conversations. It limits joy. But the 5%, they live differently. They've earned their freedom through small, quiet decisions made long ago. These people didn't give up walking when the weather got cold. They didn't let retirement mean inactivity. They moved their bodies daily, like it was a prayer of gratitude. They stretched. They ate with intention. They drank water like it was medicine. And more than anything, they listened when their bodies whispered instead of waiting until it screamed. Now they garden. They play with grandkids. They walk without a cane. They wake without fear. Pain may visit them, but it never stays, because their choices made their bodies a safe place to live. #4, remembering grandchildren's names and faces. There's a deep sadness in forgetting the people you love. To see a smiling child run toward you and not remember their name. To hear a voice on the phone and draw a blank. To stare at a birthday card and not know who sent it. This is the quiet heartbreak that memory loss brings to so many seniors. But some hold on, not through luck, through effort, through care, through training. These 5% seniors read every day. They challenge their brains with puzzles, games, and books. Not to pass time, but to protect their ability to remember. They avoid loneliness. They stay socially connected. They laugh often and call often. They believe memory is like a fire. It must be fed or it dies. They speak their grandchildren's names aloud. They tell stories over and over. They practice the art of remembering because those memories are their greatest treasures. And in doing so, they stay present, awake, alive. These are the rare elders who hold on to the faces and names of everyone they love and pass down the stories that make a family whole. #3, forgiving everyone who hurt them. There is pain that cuts deeper than any physical wound. Words that were never apologized for. Hugs that were withheld when you needed them most. People who walked away when you were breaking. As we age, we carry more than memories. We carry wounds. And many seniors walk through their final years with hearts heavy from decades of unforgiven pain. But the 5%, they made a different choice. They stopped waiting for apologies. They stopped carrying the weight. They sat in silence, whispered the names of those who hurt them, and said the most powerful words any human can say, "I forgive you." Not because it was okay, not because they forgot, but because they didn't want anger to be the last feeling they ever held. These rare souls forgave parents who never understood them, children who never called, partners who didn't know how to love them right. And in that forgiveness, they found peace. A heart that forgives is a heart that finally breathes again. That's the real strength after 70, not holding on but letting go. 2. Starting something new. Most people think life shrinks with age, that after 70, you settle. You stop growing, you simply exist. But the 5%, they rebel against that idea. They are the dreamers, the doers, the students of life, no matter their age. They take art classes, sign up for community college, learn to play instruments, write poetry, plant vegetables, or even start businesses. They do it not because they'll win awards, but because starting something new makes them feel alive. They understand that trying something for the first time doesn't have an age limit. Every new activity stretches the mind, strengthens the heart, and reminds them that joy isn't reserved for the young. These seniors don't wait to feel ready. They take the first step even if they're scared. And in doing so, they inspire everyone around them. Because the truth is, if you woke up this morning, you're not done yet. You still have chapters left to write, and the pen is in your hand. Number 1, saying I'm ready with a smile. One day, the clock will stop ticking, the calls will end, the lights will dim, the room will fall still, and in that moment, how you lived will matter far more than how long you lived. Most fear death. They resist it. But the 5%, they make peace with it, not because they gave up, but because they lived fully. They said, I love you every time they felt it. They forgave. They traveled, even if just to the park. They made mistakes. They laughed until they cried. They held babies, danced in kitchens, sat at the dinner table long after the plates were empty. And when it was time to go, they didn't cling. They smiled because their hearts were light, their lives were full, and their legacy was made of love. These rare souls whisper, I'm ready, not out of surrender, but out of peace. And that peace is something we can all work toward, starting now. If you're watching this, you still have time. Time to move more, love more, forgive, start over. And when the time comes, leave this world with a heart that feels light. Be part of that 5%, not by being perfect, but by being present. Your story matters. And the best part, it's never too late to begin writing your next chapter. What is one thing you've done after 70 that made you feel proud, free, or alive? Share it below. You may inspire someone who needs it. Subscribe if this touched your heart, because your story is worth remembering.